Quick question. Picture a spider. Now count its legs in your head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 legs. That's the big secret and the reason a spider is not a bug. Hello, my friend. Today we are going to meet a group of animals that are very, very often confused with insects. But they are not insects. They are something different, and they have one big difference that gives them away every single time. 8 legs. Insects have 6 legs. Spiders and their cousins have 8. That is the most important rule. So if you see a creepy crawly and you want to know what kind it is, just count the legs. 6 insect, 8 spider. The whole 8-legged family has a fancy name. It is called the arachnids, and it includes spiders, scorpions, ticks, mites, and the funny ones with super long thin legs that we sometimes call daddy longlegs. So what makes an arachnid? Let's go through the checklist. First, the 8 legs. Second, arachnids have 2 body parts, not 3, just a head-front piece and a fat round belly behind it. They don't have a middle section the way insects do. Third, arachnids have no wings. None of them fly. So if it has wings, you can rule out spiders right away. Fourth, most spiders have 8 eyes, all clustered together on the front of their head. Some have 6 eyes. A few have only 2. And here is the strange thing, even with 8 eyes, most spiders can't see very well. The world to a spider is mostly blurry shadows. They see the world more with their legs than with their eyes. The hairs on a spider's legs feel every tiny vibration, every breath of wind, every little shake of the web. That is how a spider knows when a fly has gotten stuck. Not by seeing it, by feeling it. Fifth, spiders don't chew their food. They have a kind of icky but very clever way of eating. A spider bites its meal and squirts in a special juice that turns the inside of the meal into liquid. And then the spider slurps it up, like drinking soup made out of a bug. And finally, the most famous thing about spiders. Almost every spider in the world can make silk. Spider silk is one of the most amazing materials on Earth. It is incredibly thin, thinner than a human hair. But it is incredibly strong, pound for pound. Spider silk is stronger than steel. If you could make a rope of spider silk as thick as your pinky finger, you could lift a car with it. Maybe even 2 cars. Spiders use their silk in lots of clever ways. Some build big sticky webs to catch flying bugs. Some build tunnels in the ground and line them with silk like wallpaper. Some throw silk like a fishing line. Some shoot silk like a net. Some, the babies especially, climb to a high spot, let out a long thread of silk and let the wind catch it. And they fly, like a tiny parachute, floating off to start a new life somewhere else. Spiders fly. They just don't have wings. Okay, let's meet some. Our first arachnid is one of the most charming animals I know, the jumping spider. Jumping spiders are tiny. Most of them are smaller than a green pea. They have big, round, shiny eyes on the front of their head, almost like the eyes of a little teddy bear. They are fuzzy, and, as the name suggests, they don't spin big webs. Instead, they hunt by jumping. A jumping spider can leap 40 times the length of its own body. Think about that. If you could jump 40 times your own height, you could jump over your house. Easily. And here is the wonderful, sweet thing about jumping spiders. They are curious. If you sit quietly near one and you wiggle your finger, the jumping spider will sometimes hop closer to look. It will tilt its little head. It will study you. Scientists have done experiments. Jumping spiders actually pay attention to faces. They notice when something has eyes. They can tell a face from a not face. They are little tiny problem solvers, watching the world. Jumping spiders are also brave. They will face down spiders 10 times their own size. They figure it out, they plan, they move. For an animal with a brain smaller than a sand grain, they are incredibly thoughtful. Now, let's meet a much bigger arachnid, the emperor scorpion. A scorpion has 8 legs, 2 big claws like a crab, and a long tail with a stinger on the end. Scorpions look prehistoric. They look like little dinosaur leftovers, and in a way, they are. Scorpions have been on Earth for over 400 million years. They are some of the oldest land animals in the whole world. They were here before any animal had a backbone on land. The emperor scorpion is one of the biggest scorpions, about the size of a hot dog. It is dark, shiny, and slow. And here is something really cool about scorpions. They glow in the dark, not in regular dark. But if you shine a special kind of light, called ultraviolet light, on a scorpion in the middle of the night, the scorpion lights up in a bright, beautiful blue-green color. The whole body glows, like a little walking glow stick. Scientists have studied this for years and still aren't completely sure why scorpions glow. Maybe it helps them sense the moonlight. Maybe it confuses their food. Nobody knows for sure. It is one of nature's open mysteries. And here is something tender about scorpions. The mother carries her babies on her back. After they are born, the tiny pale baby scorpions climb up onto mom's shell and ride around like passengers on a school bus. She protects them. She feeds them. She keeps them warm. For a creature that looks so scary, scorpion moms are pretty wonderful. Okay, one more, and this one is sneaky. The trapdoor spider. A trapdoor spider digs a deep tube in the ground, lines it with silk, and then makes a perfect little hinged lid out of dirt and silk. The lid blends in perfectly with the soil. You would walk right over it and never know it was there. And down in the tube, the spider waits, patiently, for hours, sometimes days, sometimes weeks. When a bug walks by, a beetle, an ant, anything, the spider feels the footsteps through silk tripwires it has laid out around the door. Pop. The trapdoor flies open. The spider lunges out. The bug is gone. The trapdoor snaps shut. Lunch over. Trapdoor spiders live like that for decades. Some have been found that are over 40 years old. The same spider, in the same hole, for 40 years, quietly waiting, quietly listening. Spiders sometimes get a scary reputation, but I want you to know the vast, vast majority of spiders are not dangerous to people. Most are tiny, most are shy, and almost all of them are working hard to eat the bugs we don't want around: mosquitoes, flies, pests in our gardens. Without spiders, the world would be absolutely overrun by insects. So next time you see a spider in the corner of a room, before you scream, pause, look at it: 8 legs, 2 body parts. Quiet, working, thinking. It is one of nature's tiniest, most patient hunters, and it is mostly on your side. Next time, we are going to meet some animals with very, very soft bodies. Some of them have shells, some don't. One of them has 3 hearts. One of them changes color in a single second. One of them might be the smartest invertebrate on the planet. We are going to meet the mollusks. Until then, my friend, if you find a spider's web in the garden, sparkling with little drops of dew, stop and look. That is a tiny 8-legged engineer's masterpiece, and it was built by feel in the dark. Goodbye for now.